How's it going, guys? I haven't done a live in a while. I hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and kind of discuss some things with Cecil. It really seems like to me that something's changed in his behavior. He's always been over the top goofy, speaking before he thinks about what he's going to say, jumping the gun with his words. But recently, I think it's been widely noticed that his speech has been slurring again, and it seems like his delusions have taken him to a place where his fantasy world is becoming his reality. It's no secret that when Cecil does a ghost box session, whoever he thinks he's doing one on, the spirit of that person to him is really there. In his mind, that person is there. I think it's because of his ego. He thinks that he's so special and that he's the greatest thing on this earth, that any recently passed away celebrity is going to just appear for him. That's a delusion. He's grandiose, meaning even when people criticize him to give him advice, like to let him know that he's sounding crazy, he won't. He will not take that advice. You know, he automatically assumes people are attacking him. That's being grandiose, and he's acting a fool. He looks like a fool. Cecil will go through. He goes through different patterns in his behavior. But right now, I think he's experiencing really serious delusions. And it's becoming kind of dangerous because he's a type of person, his ego, so over the top that even when if he does a spirit box session, whoever he's doing one on, whatever recently passed away celebrity it is, his mind creates that, and his delusions become his reality. When you listen to his spirit box sessions, and I've listened very closely, I've slowed the audio down, tried cleaning it up, and the words that he says he claims to be hearing, they're just not there. And you can't even blame it on pareidolia because it's just not there. But in his mind, for whatever reason, he has that delusion, and his mind is essentially lying to him. And he's really hearing these things in his head. And he's very grandiose. If somebody criticizes him or even tries to give him advice, that say, "Hey man, you're not thinking very clearly. Your thinking is sick," because it is. He'll take it as an attack, and he won't listen. He will not listen. He doesn't see what we see. He sees his actions as being rational and right. But, and just to give you an example, when Cecil's doing a spirit box session, and just as an example, he thinks he's talking to Michael Jackson. Okay, he really hears Michael Jackson talking to him, and I think he might even see Michael Jackson there sitting in front of him. And this can be dangerous, especially with somebody that has a similar past like Cecil. We all know what he's done, and I don't know if his delusions played a part in that or not, but his hallucinations are getting worse recently. Because now, for whatever reason, he's really zeroed in on this Brian Laundrie character, and I'm really sure a lot of it has to do with wanting more views and getting a lot of clicks, because this is a big story right now, and he thinks this is going to be the next story to take him to the top. But his mind is really zeroed in on this character, and his ego is so out of control that he thinks that Brian Laundrie is actually searching for him. While the whole country is searching for Brian Laundrie, Cecil actually believes that Brian Laundrie is searching for him. His last couple uploads are really worrisome. I believe he's hallucinating. He's having visions that Brian Laundrie's actually in the car in front of him. Even though the whole country is looking for Brian Laundrie, he was able to sneak under the radar around all these feds and all these police, and all these citizens all around the country, and get through all these states, and get to the White Castle where Cecil is, and Brian Laundrie's ordering a White Castle while Cecil's behind him. It's just crazy. I mean, it's insane. It's fucking insane. And this is Cecil's mindset. He thinks that Brian Laundrie came to Kentucky, and that he came here to look for Cecil. You can't make this stuff up. In Cecil's brain, he doesn't see that this is actually dangerous to do. You go around flashing people's license plates like Cecil's been doing, and he has zero evidence that this person's anybody but just a normal person. And he says he's sending plate numbers into the FBI, and he's getting on social media platforms and putting it out there that Brian Laundrie's at the White Castle in this city, and it's crazy. And eventually, it's going to get somebody hurt. And because if the wrong person sees him flapping his gums about that, if the wrong person hears him saying that and believes what Cecil believes, it's dangerous enough to have one delusional person like Cecil. But if you put two delusional people together, you got a real problem. Thank God we're all here trying to audit Cecil. I kind of think of us as his own personal auditors. He needs people like us, because if we weren't here to keep his ass in check, who knows where his delusions would take him. Yeah, and he seems, I don't know if he's using, I really think his mental illness is progressing. Addiction is a progressive illness, and whatever mental illness he has, those things also, untreated, progress. And I think that he's experiencing both. He's having really, really strong delusions. I don't know if there's a way that we could 5150 him, or at least get him banned off social media platforms, because this is dangerous. It's getting pretty serious, I'm going to have to look into that. We might be able to 5150 him. Because with the insanity, I mean, if you really think about it, he is talking crazy, insane. jump off here, guys. I love y'all. I just wanted to come on here. Uh, Made it all the way through with me. Thank you very much. We'll talk soon.